Hey everybody, Mr. Abdel here, and I'm finally starting that YouTube channel that I promised all of you for years and years, and I figure under the circumstances there's no better time than now, especially because I feel like I have a very important message to share with everybody. These are uncertain times. Fear and panic have gripped our nation in the face of a very dynamic enemy. Every year I start my course talking about watershed moments, those moments rife in American history where there's a fundamental change to our American fabric. And every generation ultimately has to face these moments, and for many of my students, this is that first of hopefully what is not too many watershed moments. So while we're all breathlessly waiting for this crisis to subside, awaiting a normalized future, we mustn't forget to look to the past, not just for answers, but for inspiration. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. One thing that history has taught us is that we will certainly endure. This nation has faced obstacles of great magnitude along a very arduous road, and has always come out stronger in the end. And in the words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we shall overcome. While factions of this nation remain divided for political or economic gain, the overwhelming majority of people have begun to cast aside their differences. We are beginning to once again coalesce as Americans. The stories we hear on the front lines from doctors and nurses are not driven by greed or ideology. They're of concern for everyone. Our local businesses, struggling to stay afloat, are not denying customers based on creed or race or gender or orientation. They're accepting of any and everyone through their doors, or to an extent, their curbs. Educators are not in dereliction of their duties to this generation. And charity and philanthropy have replaced avarice. Yet again, faced with a crisis, this nation has come together for the greater good. And in following the words of our declaration, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. So to anyone receiving this message, do not despair. For every great change, there needs to be a catalyst. This virus is the impetus for true and lasting change in this country. For that, I am sure. A change long overdue, where we recognize the uniqueness of our connectedness and an embracing of that. A realization that this world is connected in ways never dreamed of, and no walls or xenophobic rhetoric can stop the scientific or electronic perils that the future is going to present. The world is changing, and any great change starts with the people. We, the people. So, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. I love you guys.